See this example on Poisson distribution. Suppose that the number of typographical errors on a single page of this book has a Poisson distribution with lambda equal to 1. Calculate the probability that there is at least one error on this page. So in this question, what they are exactly asking is, they have given that it is a Poisson distribution, whatever they are talking about, and whenever they talk about Poisson distribution, they are supposed to give one parameter, which is lambda. Therefore lambda is given. Now the question is, suppose that number of typographical errors on a single page of the book has a Poisson distribution, which means they are talking about the number of errors on a page of the book. So which means if you want to find out the probability that there will be exactly two errors on the page, then they are saying that it is given by the Poisson distribution with lambda equal to 1. What is Poisson distribution? E power minus lambda into lambda power I by I factorial, right? This is Poisson distribution. Now if you want to find out what happens for x equal to 2, if you want to find out that the number of errors on that page is exactly 2, then you are supposed to use this formula, right? And in place of lambda you are supposed to put 1, because lambda is given as 1, right? And in place of I you are supposed to put 2 divided by 2 factorial, in case if you want exactly 2 errors. But that is not what they are asking. Calculate the probability that there is at least one error, which means they are asking about this. What is the probability that there is exactly one error? What is the probability that there is exactly 2 errors? What is the probability that there are exactly 3 errors, plus so on infinity. Now we know that we have already seen that probability, all the probabilities put together is equal to 1. For any random variable it is true, isn't it? For any discrete random variable. Now they are asking about this part. Now how can you write it? Probability of getting exactly one error is nothing but probability that random variable will take, at least one error is nothing but probability that it will take greater than or equal to 1. Probability that x is greater than or equal to 1 is equal to 1 minus probability that x equal to 0, right? Now you just substitute in the formula. 1 minus, what is this formula? E power minus lambda into lambda power I by I factorial. It is given that lambda equal to 1 and I equal to 0 here. That equal to 1 minus e power minus 1 into lambda power 0 divided by 0 factorial. So it is simply 1 minus 1 by e. This is the answer, right? So this is the probability with which they are talking, there will be at least one error on the page. Got it? What is the probability with which there will be no error? That is nothing but p of x equal to 0, right? So p of x equal to 0 is nothing but e power minus 1, right, which is 1 by e. This is the probability that there will be no errors, and this is the probability that there is exactly one error. And also you can see that if you add these two, you are going to get 1, because they are exactly mutually disjoint events, and also all the events are covered. That is why we get that. Okay, so anyway such questions will be asked on this Poisson distribution. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs. per year, and in India the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.